Yo, what it do with your boys, Cooper and Capers here, back at it again with the fucking controversies.
Oh, do tell, controversial sir.
But before I get to that, I wanna make a note. Oh, I guess
What
you
is
could
the
go
forced-
to the bonus level.
Alright.
It's just a bonus level where you get some free treasure.
Oh, sweet.
But you have to have expert use of your invulnerability necklace, which, well, we know how that plays out, Kyle. And that, no, you're bad at it.
Yes.
But yeah, a spicy bit of controversy has just revealed itself to the public's eye.
What?
The Last of Us 2 was leaked in its entirety.
Oh!
The story, at least.
Yeah, so have you heard the same thing that I've heard in that it's shit, apparently?
Well, I haven't heard that, but I do have to say, I hate being right all the time.
Like about
No, I
what? Motherfucker, really? Man, that shit runs out quick.
Yeah, it's like a half second. Come on.
Alright.
God, that was a lot of treasure. That's almost 3K.
Nah, I'll get it.
Look at that back.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it was first revealed that The Last of Us 2 was going to be like a thing, even before the very first teaser trailer, what, 2 years ago? Last year? I said, no. I do not want that, and nobody... Kyle, it's the forest of phasing.
Yeah, alright, you know what, you're right. I'm just...
You just use the phase thing.
Okay.
That's it.
No, okay, so, I'm guessing it's because you're an alt-right racist who hates lesbian romance, or at least that's what...
Yeah, no, see, that's what I was...
Proceeding
That's what I was told by actually a couple of my friends. And I said, no, that's not it. For clarification, the reason I didn't want a Last of Us 2 was because... Oh, God, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Oh, well. The reason why The Last of Us 2 doesn't need to exist is because The Last of Us 1 was perfect.
Really,
It was
though?
a perfect game that ended very succinctly, very tightly, and we didn't need a continuation of that story in any capacity. So when it was very first revealed that they were going to be making another one, I was like, all right, it's going to be a shitty cash grab with some sort of moral element to it. And
Yeah, see,
I was correct.
See, apparently, from what I've heard, it's basically doing the,
No spoilers, by the way, Kyle. Like, we may be spoilerites who have had it spoiled for us, but you know.
Well,
let's
see, I
not pass
haven't
that
even,
on.
like, heard any spoilers of really what the story is, except for the one, but,
Oh yeah, I had the entirety of the story spoiled to me
yeah.
in like
I
one
just
spicy
saw,
meme
I just
I
saw
saw
a bit,
5 minutes
which
ago.
was, oh, by the way, Plague Night Castle.
Yep, this is it. This is the one we've been waiting for.
Yeah,
Take a
boy.
moment, just listen to the music. Just silence. It's so good.
Damn.
Alright, here.
This is groovy. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's one of the many themes for this castle. This one's got a lot of tricks and traps and fun times.
Oh,
Because
okay.
of course it does.
I mean, anyone that's wearing a Plague Doctor's mask is gonna be full of tricks and traps.
I don't know why I don't have a Plague Doctor's mask yet.
You really should
Speaking
get
of,
one.
Hunter
and
brought
fit-
up COVID. Take a shot.
Beyond even COVID related, it would just fit you. But no, so basically what I've heard is that it's doing the same narrative structure of...
You're talking about The Last of Us now, correctly,
yes,
right?
yes. It's doing the same narrative structure that Hotline Miami tried to do and Spec Ops The Line tried to do, just shit.
I didn't hear that. What do you mean by that?
Ma revenge is bad, ma violence only begets other violence.
Um,
Oh, those are
I mean, like,
explodey
it
rats.
does, and that's correct, but it's so boring of a plot.
Well, it's also because... Motherfucker. It's also because screenwriters seem to forget that we're never actually going to have a perfect world in which humans actually do cooperate and care for each other. And they instead choose to live in ignorance of that fact.
I mean, my problem with the game is... Okay, describe to me in words what some of the major theming was in The Last of Us was. Like, what was the struggle there?
I didn't play The Last of Us, so...
Did you not?
No.
Oh my goodness.
No, I did not.
Okay, it was this tragic tale of getting over loss and learning to move on with your life despite that fact. And it's fighting in the face of absolute God, what's the word? Just absolute downtroddenness. The world is going to shit on you over and over again, and you're going to lose everything and everyone that you love. But despite that, you should keep going because you can, because you must.
Ah, so it was a good story.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then also it was interwoven, this loving tale of a father-daughter.
Pseudo father-daughter.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing was Joel lost his daughter at the very beginning of Last of Us 1.
Yeah, I didn't play it, but
So-
I do remember that.
Yeah, so he acquired Ellie as this, like, pseudo-daughter.
Right.
However you want to phrase that.
Which, because it's a sort of father-daughter and not a mother-son, is always going to sound a bit, how shall we say, pedophilic?
Well, when you put it like that, Kyle, yes. But otherwise, no.
How the fuck? Oh, okay, I see.
You just jump twice,
you
lol.
just gotta be good.
Do you have another fish chalice, by the way?
Yeah, I might.
'Cause,
that
you're
might-
very
that
low
might,
on health, my friend.
Come prudent, wouldn't it? I do not have one of fucking health healing, so.
Also, you didn't hit back in the town and get your health up, despite the one meal ticket you were holding.
I did get it. Remember?
You're holding the meal ticket.
Am I? Oh.
I maybe, I don't know. Maybe you got another one.
Oh well. Whatever.
But yeah, the Last of Us 2, however, I can't tell you about major theming per se, but from the overview I got, it's about being a lesbian is hard, Lamau.
Yeah, I mean, that's just this new era of woke.
Being a
poetry,
lesbian and
my
being
guy.
transgender is hard, Lamau. Also zombies.
Yeah, because isn't like it's a lesbian transgender relationship, right?
I don't know. I don't care.
Not that those things are inherently bad. It's just the
Yeah, no, of
market
course
is
not.
so contrary
It's
to
just-
expectation.
It's not an interesting story. It's so baseline of a story, right? They don't like me.
Yeah.
That's that story. And you know what? Maybe I'm speaking because from an outsider's perspective because everybody likes me.
Yeah, maybe you should
And,
check
I can't
your
relate with it.
privilege, Hunter.
Okay,
yeah.
that's not what I'm trying to say
Yeah, I
here,
know.
but I don't know. It's just it doesn't have any of the deep impact that the first one had, and it just feels so derivative. It's probably because the whole this human rights issue is on the forefront of gender politics, if you will, is on the forefront of a good chunk of people's minds. So the fact that it is...
It's because the left
Will you
doesn't
hit this,
realize
Batman?
that their counterculture has become the new status quo, and
Well,
therefore has become
I'm not trying to say even...
from a political standpoint.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about this from a political standpoint. What I'm saying is that because it is so so much in the political view, they went, cash grab, let's get it.
Yeah, that's just gonna happen. my guy.
Let's appeal to the transgenders. Let's appeal to the homosexuals. Let's appeal to like every minority group, and then white people will buy it too because they're gonna feel bad.
Yeah, that's not my phone. I apologize, viewers. There's nothing I can do about that one.
What? I don't hear it.
Oh,
What's
okay,
going on?
fantastic. I'm glad you didn't.
Don't accidentally break your checkpoint, Kyle.
Yeah, no,
Don't accidentally break your checkpoint. You need those.
Yeah, I know. Come here, Ratty. Ratty.
What is that from?
Some old TV show that I never watched. It's just a reference that only you and I get, because I'm great at making those and all that. Look.
I mean, it's not hard to make a reference that you and I get, though, Kyle.
Wasn't challenging, just came to mind.
Fair enough.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I lost my
so
train of
that's my
thought and then
piece.
it made me fucking play worse.
So that's my thought piece on The Last of Us 2 and why I hate it so much.
Well, and also,
even though
like,
it
it's
doesn't even
not
exist.
it's not bad to have story about transgenderism and being a lesbian is hard. That's fine.
No, of course not.
It's, whatever happens to, like, layers of storytelling and having other themes going on as well.
Exactly. Like, if it's the central issue, sure, all right, cool. That's neat. If it's the only issue,
Yeah. But Hunter, we have
because-
two issues. The other issue is zombies.
The zombies aren't ever the issue in a zombie game.
Well, I just can't
Learn
get that money. I'm fucked.
Fishing pole it.
Oh, you can do that. Huh.
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
You can.
Sweet.
Aren't you glad you've got a clever boy like me around?
I am. If only you'd, like, fuck me as well, that'd be nice. I'm so lonely.
God, this music is jamming.
Alright, come here. I need to jump on you for this
but
fucking
do you know
music,
how
asshole.
the entirety of the game was leaked?
Wasn't it? Okay, now, here's another thing. So another theme of, like I was saying, is, violence and revenge is bad. Wasn't it literally somebody working there got revenge on them because he was salty about the way the development cycle was going?
Kind of. Yes, but kind of. It was released by one of the lower level developers, because these big giant AAA games, you've got the people who are doing the storyboarding, you've got the people who are doing the overhauling design, and then you've got the guy texturing every single trash can in the game, right?
Yeah.
Because you need that guy,
Yeah,
right?
no,
Otherwise, the trash cans in the game would look like shit.
Yeah.
And it takes forever to texture them, but this guy does it.
It's not something that
So-
everybody wants to do, but it's essential.
Yeah. So you've got all of these low-level
Should I just run
developers.
past this guy, or?
No, you have to fight him.
Okay.
He's a mini-boss. Also, he's not hard. Just bounce on his head. Literally just like that.
Yeah, he's
But-
doing a lot of damage, though. There we go.
Well, he's dead now. And I think he drops his... there you go. He drops his turkey.
Fantastic.
So yeah, apparently at Naughty Dog Industries, and I've been led to believe that this is a very common practice for most AAA game development whatevers. Probably even more so in indie too, because it just makes sense.
Yeah.
6 months before the release of the project, at Naughty Dog, you're not allowed to go home.
That,
You get to sleep at the office.
What do these triple chalices do? Actually, that's...
Become invincible.
let me add that to my toolbar. Use that up so I have more space for better triples.
Trouple.
Trouble.
It's trout. It's pronounced like mouthful, I will remind you.
Yes.
By the way, the design of this level is so cute. I love it.
Yeah. You can tell this guy
It's
really
great.
likes his potions.
Potions. Did you see that? My girlfriend, she got me a... Because I am the dungeon master for my group, listeners. Because I'm the only one that'll fucking do it. No, I'm not salty.
The hero...
But I always have this...
The hero we need, not the heroes that we deserve.
Yeah, exactly. But I always have this one meme character in my games who is a reference to the potion seller from that really old YouTube video where he's just standing there saying, "You can't handle my potions."
Potions.
Yeah. So for our anniversary, Jenny got me a shot glass that says that on it.
That's
and
amazing.
I feel like that's one of the most appropriate things to put on a shot glass.
Yeah, actually, like...
Anyways, I didn't finish my story. Low-level developer, they're not allowed to go home. And he gets very upset at this because plague's going on, and they're still not allowed to go home.
Yeah...
Until very recently.
that's,
They recently lifted that ban in a news article I noticed earlier. And it did say, you're allowed to go home and sleep between your shifts.
Go maybe fuck yourself, Naughty Dog?
Yeah, I used to think Naughty Dog was cool. I mean, I still think, like, the games that they made, super good. But,
Okay.
yeah,
Thanks, Plague
it's
Knight.
your boy. What?
It's your boy.
Hey, what it do with your boy Ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a trap inside of a secret room, by the way, because fuck you, mate.
It was kind of an obvious secret room, though.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, look.
That said, you've missed, like, far obvious-ier ones. Obvious-ier.
Obvious skewer.
Obvious-ier?
Yeah, but I'm getting more used to
Obvious-ier.
the game now, so...
I can tell, yes, you have gotten significantly... You have gotten a little bit... You have gotten linearly better.
Fuck you. No, without even practicing off screen either. Look at me, daddy, I can ride my bike with no handlebars. How long are we on the record, anyway?
14 minutes.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was just checking to see
So-
if we can actually finish this level before,
Yeah, we can finish this level. It has not been that long.
Okay, making sure.
So what are your thoughts on this whole issue, what that I've brought up to you just now?
It's not surprising, really. that shit like this is still allowed to happen. All right, you know what? Look.
Yeah, it's kind of like the modern day like sweatshop, except also we have modern day sweatshops.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's fucking upsetting on a lot of levels.
It's kind of like the next level up of just unskilled labor, even though, of course, it's skilled. I'm not trying to say that the people who don't do these jobs aren't incredibly talented.
Because they are.
But it's the next level up. Like, after automation's a thing, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You going to go work in a mine? Nah, got robots for that.
Believe me, I work in a modern day mine. We do got robots for that. They're not fully here yet, but they coming.
Yeah. Just one of these days, I'm waiting to get the news article that just says, and Jeff Bezos, in a surprising twist of events, fired all of his workers. All of them in one day.
No, it's more gradual than that. It's.
I mean, I know, but
I mean, when you think about it, even conveyor systems are a form of fucking robotics, dude. Like.
No, I know. I choose to believe, however, that you understand that a technological advancement is an exponential thing, right?
Yes.
Like that's a self-evident thing. So, Jeff Bezos being the richest man on the planet,
yeah, by
I choose
fucking
to believe he
far.
just has warehouses upon warehouses of robots just kind of hidden, just here and there. And then he's just stockpiling until it's like, all right, and 4 billion and 7. Cool, we can replace all of the workers.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, it's the idea. Okay, because what you have to understand is even though, like, yeah, we can jack off all day about oppressive society, oppressive billionaires, and they're definitely there. But the biggest issue is just profit. It all comes down to profit. Once it becomes profitable enough to not have workers, then they're gonna replace us all. And again,
so do you think robots replacing everything is going to be a good thing? Because I kind of would like to think that it is, right? Because it's one step towards yeah, exactly. It's one step towards post-scarcity.
Yeah, post-scarcity would be nice, but the fact is, technological change is coming much faster than political change. I mean, we already saw that, for example, with Andrew Yang failing and nobody wanting universal basic income. So, and I mean, look, we're seeing...
to be fair, Andrew Yang wanted to bring over Chinese social credit. So
yeah, but that really wasn't an
also everyone was
part.
too encapsulated with Bernie and Biden to really pay attention to the non-white on stage.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders isn't white, but
wait, oh, come on.
I'm a bad boy. No, so. Well, yeah,
That's how stuff like this gets censored, Kyle.
Well, not when you have this little viewing audience.
That's a good point.
But generally speaking, I mean, like, because really, if you have post-scarcity, you're gonna need a universal basic income. And I mean, think about it. Wouldn't the world just be like, wouldn't the world be better if people could get by? Not even just, I'm gonna finish my thought before I start the boss fight.
Yeah.
Not even just be able to, like, become rich and stuff, just be able to get by, be able to just not have to really worry about struggle beyond, like, yeah, you can struggle to improve your living condition, but you can live somewhat decently comfortably. How much better do you think the world would really be, You see, I'm not certain, because while I understand that a great majority of the population isn't vile, evil, lazy assholes. That one was my phone. My bad. Don't worry,
I turned my ringtone on for the
first.
No, I turned on my ringtone for the first time ever today, and that's what has become of it. By the way, the boss version of his song is awesome as well.
It's basically just the same theme, just higher.
Yeah, but it's like a remix and it's more pumping.
Man, Plague Knight, you're kind of shit. No offense. I'm guessing there's gonna be like a phase 2.
Nah, that's about it.
Okay.
He doesn't have much. He doesn't have many strings to his bow, but
the bow's there.
He's cute.
Yeah.
What did he say before the fight? By the way, I wasn't paying attention.
Asshole. Just don't you think that a universal basic income? Yeah, we're not really to the point where we should.
No,
have
not you. I know what you said. What did Plague Knight say before the fight?
Just leave me alone, generally.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah, no, I totally agree that... Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. Most people aren't the worst humans on the planet. But I know that
Most.
those are... Yeah, most. But I know
I don't
that...
want fish and rolls. What? There we go.
I know that those people are out there, right? And I feel like given the time to, do actually whatever they wanted...
Oh, I'm out of magic.
They could probably do some pretty spicy harm.
Fuck.
But, that's an edge case, of course.
Yeah, I mean...
What are you going to do in post-scarcity society?
Basically...
Like, assuming that right now, you suddenly don't have to worry about food, shelter, or water. What do you do?
I'd
Like,
start working on
what's your
creative.
plan?
I'd start working on my creative pursuits and spending all my time on that. The biggest...
So you'd just be writing your little game all day?
Basically.
Oh, that's cool.
Uh...
Why aren't you doing that now?
Addiction, of which I'm desperately trying to overcome.
Fair enough.
You know, it's a gradual process, kids. Fucking, believe it or not, the education system, it teaches you stuff. It does, you know.
You know children don't watch this, right? I just want to make that one abundantly clear.
I mean, I wish they did.
Kyle, we don't play Fortnite.
Yeah, we play good games.
Well, I mean, I'm playing Ty. So.
What do you mean? Ty's a great game.
I mean, it's a really good game,
Rip
but like, Ripper. It's a meme game.
Yeah. Love it.
I think in a post-scarcity society, I would just default to being a student forever, just because it's fun and I like learning and I'm good at it.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what happens in fucking Star Trek, and there's this post-scarcity. Just everyone has like 7 degrees and everything.
Yeah, I just think it'd be really cool to just know
Everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Period. Everything that can be taught, rather. And then I'd probably go chill with some gurus and figure out myself spiritually, and that'd be sick.
Oh yeah, I'd probably do that as well, just you know, interspersed.
Yeah.
All right, look,
But at the same time, you're gonna work on your mental noodle and your spiritual noodle. I took a walk today, and I had an interesting thought. I don't know. It's dumb, but what if like happiness spiritually can be boiled down? Cause you know how you can boil health down to eat right, lift some shit.
Somewhat, yeah.
Obviously, there's more nuance to that.
Yeah.
What if like spiritual health can be boiled down to about the same way? Like think right, make some good habits.
Well, probably. I mean, you know, I think you're forgetting that we had modernism before postmodernism.
I am not certain what you mean by that, to be honest.
We had, you know, a sense of community, religion, and stuff. And not to say that any of those things are necessary. Generally, what you should do is search within yourself, find what works for you, and work to attain those goals. I mean, that's a large part of anything. But, I mean, you know, there are some things that's, to be controversial, you could almost call objective. Like, yeah, fucking sanctity and value in other humans' lives, and realizing that they may be distinct creatures from you.
Yeah, that messes with me, dude. Like, I'm walking down the street and I see an old lady. And I'm like, what's going on in your head right now? Because I have no earthly clue. Because I'm mildly autistic, right? The first thought that jumped into my head was like, fucking ask her. What's she gonna say?
Right.
Like, how would you react, though, if someone just came up to you and they were like, hey, I've been really introspective lately. What are you thinking right now? Honestly.
I'd probably just start blabbing at them. The issue is, I think that my views are quite controversial because they're quite anti-status quo, that I'd be hesitant to fully talk about my internal, I guess you could call it, struggle. Ha 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 ha, Adolf Hitler reference, Mein Kampf, ha ha.
I was actually going to compare you to Trump for a minute there, but whatever.
Alright. Well, you know, it's...
kind of overwrote me on that one.
I fucking hate... Because, like, you get into the pattern of, like, yeah, you could just jump on his fucking head, and then he starts throwing his...
Well, yeah, Kyle, you have to evolve. You have to get good, as the pro-elite gamers like myself would say.
I do a fuckload of damage to him, but he also does a load of damage to me. That's just the big issue. I have an idea.
Well, remember that you have invincibility chalices
I was gonna when I have the chance, just do that and then fully eat on him for, like, a solid 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. Well, hey.
I don't know. I think next time I go out and I see somebody, and I think I'll just do it because why not?
Well, I think honestly more people probably should do that. Try and like sort of.
Yeah, especially in this day where we're so locked up into ourselves, into our own little worlds. Like it'd be good. Just hey, what's going on in yours?
Yeah.
Totally random stranger.
Well, I mean,
provided that you're not unattractive and you come off as creepy. So like you couldn't do this, but I could, and I'll give you the results.
I'm aware. But no, like the thing is, we've reached a point where technologically and just sort of how capitalism has made us so fluidly able to conduct business that we don't need to talk to other people to really survive anymore. Like, you really don't even need to talk to a cashier. I mean, there's self-service checkouts and shit. Like, you barely need to talk to anybody to get by,
Yeah,
and
actually.
I think that's really atrophying people's ability to communicate with others,
Oh, that reminds me. Hey, do you get all of your news segments from the Joe Rogan Experience?
No, it's just,
Cause I've watched a little bit in the last couple days, and what he says is mighty similar to what you says.
Well, it's almost like I'm drawing from a source that I find to have a valid way of looking at things, and am putting a slight different bit of flavor onto it, although, they're in the same, they're pretty similar categorically.
That's fair.
I mean, it's better than just, like, being a cunt that is selfish and doesn't care about others all the time, right?
Jeez, nice. That's a low blow.
That wasn't even at you. That was actually more of a blow at
I know it wasn't
past
at
self.
That's true. God, for someone who didn't care about others, you surely didn't care about yourself either. Got him! Ah, oh, that one was a jab. All right.
Okay.
So you wanna beat this guy anytime soon? You got 3 minutes.
He's hard. I'm realizing.
Yeah, Plague Knight's easy. He's only got 2 attacks.
Well, he's very fast, you see.
Yeah, he's a hoppy little boy. His campaign's really tough because his traversal method is odd. Like, you see how he like holds himself aloft by yeeting potions?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the central mechanic for movement.
That sounds pretty awesome, though.
It's sick. It's sick as hell, but it takes a while to get the hang of, especially if you've just come from Shovel of Hope, which I did, of course.
Yeah. Well, what do you recommend as the campaign playing order?
In the order they came out, probably, but I played Shovel of Hope.
No, I got
first,
to one
obviously.
hit. Damn.
Shovel of Hope first, obviously. Then I played a bit of Plague Knights, and I was like, I don't want to deal with this finicky movement. And then I fell in love with Spectre Knight's campaign, which that's just a dream. If we don't do any of the other campaigns on this, we might do that one.
All right.
Just because I like it so much.
All right, you could play that one, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that could be fun, except I don't own the game, but...
Oh, really?
Hey, donate to my Patreon. Buy me this game. Well, I own it for the PS4. I don't own it on Steam.
We're gonna play PS4 games eventually. Come on,
Oh, God, it's so finicky. I don't want to deal with that. Whatever. We'll see.
Yeah, but I'd rather just... Because there's a lot of games that I already have on there that I just don't want to repurchase,
That makes sense. Don't worry, once we're rich and famous off of this incredibly lucrative YouTube scheme, channel, we'll buy as many games as we please. Ha!
It's almost like doing this isn't actually as easy as, like, you'd think.
I mean,
Not
it's not that hard.
Not that the
but...
basic process is hard. Is just marketing. Marketing for anything is hard, and marketing to something like this is...
How are you doing worse, by the way? How did that come about? We're going to go over on the record because you're so bad.
That's fine. We'll go a few minutes over if that requires me to beat this guy.
Just put a disclaimer at the end of the boss fight, like, all right, video's done now. You can stop. There's nothing more out from here except Kyle fighting Plague Knight.
Like we don't still have things to talk about. I still have several topics. For example, speaking of the jab that I made at myself of being, my past self being a self-absorbed prick, and rightfully so. why do you think trying to, like, granted, I understand why myself, but just let me ask you, why do you think trying to be more humble and, like, why is my flavor of trying to be humble so self-deprecating in nature, you think?
Because that's all you know, I feel.
Damn, that's rough.
I don't mean it insultingly, it's just, that's what you've had your entire life, my guy.
Yeah.
So you just default state to, alright, well, Hunter's super egotistical. I don't want to be like Hunter, he's awful. So I'm going to do the exact opposite of what Hunter does.
Fuck.
I know what you're thinking. I claim to not know what other people are thinking. I know what you're thinking. Constantly envious of my charms and potions.
Potions.
Charms and potions. Oh, by the way, so that I can, not retroactively, but proactively name this video, you know what I'm nostalgic for? Poptropica.
What is Poptropica again? Because I've forgotten.
You don't remember Poptropica? Oh, dude, it was that... I think it was Flash. It was that game that you played in elementary school. Like, you go online and you design your little sim, and then you go to all the different islands, and it was basically just a point-and-click adventure with minigames and stuff. So, like, one of the islands was, I don't know, not Survivor. So you had to do a point-and-click adventure to get to Survivor Island, and then once you were there, you had to, like, play minigames to actually win. Noise.
I gotta say, it's not ringing any bells. Not that you're like...
It was the really cartoony one where, like, the people had oval heads and, like, the squarish bodies.
I don't know, dude. My shit was all about RuneScape and Roblox.
Ah, fair enough. I got my video title. I'm happy.
Mentions it for 30 seconds.
That's all you need, dude. So... Oh, there's probably gonna be a dream sequence. Well, for the dream sequence, is there anything you'd like to leave our listeners off with?
Make the good thing good. Treat other people like other indistinct human beings, like you would want to be treated. Yeah, you know.
My last statement is, don't buy The Last of Us 2. Get fucked, Naughty Dog.
I've heard that
Goodbye,
CD Projekt Red's fucking Cyberpunk 2020 isn't going to turn out too well either, but I hope that's just false flags.
Nah, we'll see. Goodbye.